Howdy folks, Johnny Green again from the Green Family Gym for Middle-Aged Muscles out here in my garage. Here to show you this. I got this when I was at the International Cannabis Business Conference in Germany. Walked by these folks' booth and they had it was like a hammer dumbbell holding competition. Humble brag, took home first place, but it did come at a little bit of an expense of my forearm tendon. On my right forearm, well, this is my left forearm, but there's like a tendon that goes right here, and that thing was feeling chafed and a little bit angry at me for holding that hammer dumbbell for 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So while I was at that booth, I applied a little droplet of this stuff to my forearm tendon, and it provided some serious relief. So much so that a couple hours after I was at the booth, I came back and scored one of these. That's how impressed I was with it. In recent times, I have tried to become more healthy, lifting weights, running, adhering to a proper nutrition regimen. I've actually lost a lot of weight. I'm only 5'4" and I was at 206 pounds. I'm down to 154 pounds, but I'm also middle-aged, and so that increase in physical activity has come with some aches and pains. And I've tried all the usual stuff. I've tried the Icy Hot cream, those Icy Hot patches, tried some BioFreeze with the roll-on applicator. And what I found with all that stuff is it's really the mentholness that seems to really provide any level of relief from those things, and it's not lasting. You apply that stuff topically to your aches and pain area. And this is not a scientific explanation by any stretch of the imagination, but anecdotally for me, it just feels like that menthol kind of takes a little bit of the soreness away by kind of like tricking your skin cells, perhaps some of your nerves or what have you, because that menthol gives it like a minty sensation. But once that wears off, all those aches and pains just come right back to where they were. This, on the other hand, this CBD RVK, tried it on my forearm tendon when I was in Germany. When I got back, I was running old man sprints in my thigh. I strained a muscle in my thigh, put this stuff on it, and it helped out a lot. So in addition to my forearm, in addition to my thigh muscle, I also got a mean case of the old man back. I was lifting weights the other day and apparently zigged when I should have zagged, and something tightened up in my back. I put this on it. Totally helped. Again, I'm not a scientist or a researcher, and certainly not a learned doctor, but I am a middle-aged man who works out and gets aches and pains, and this stuff really helped. So let's take a look at the back of the bottle and see what the ingredients are there. As far as directions, apply a layer of cream and massage it until fully absorbed. That's one thing I'll give this product, is it doesn't take much. This stuff goes a long ways. So like this much covers about my whole lower back. Like it really spreads. It's kind of thin, Whereas I'd say with like the Icy Hot stuff, that's pretty thick, and you got to put quite a bit on and rub it in there. Apply this to my lower back right now that I'm talking about it. It gives good spreadage. It absorbs really well. Back to the packaging. Natural and botanical active ingredients. This arnica and devil's claw helps reduce inflammation and support joint mobility. The L-glutamine is going to aid in muscle repair. That camphor and wintergreen oil, so it gives it the warming sensation, that kind of mentholness, in addition to the menthol itself, which obviously gives off some mentholness. And then of course, one of the main ingredients is going to be that CBD. You can see there, GMO free, ethical in kind. That's their website if you want to check it out. But I think a big part of this is because of some of these active ingredients in here, it goes deeper. That's the only way I could really explain it. With the other things that I mentioned, it's really just topical and it hits your skin, but it doesn't have that lasting power like this stuff does. I know this isn't the most scientific explanation, but this stuff goes deeper. Put it on your skin, gives you that kind of warming and menthol sensation, but then you can feel it working into the muscle tissue. At least I have. It's worth every penny. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way, so this whole tube is going to last a really long time. If you live an active lifestyle, for that matter, if you don't live an active lifestyle, either way, you're going to have those aches and pains if you get to middle age and onward. Check this stuff out if you're into that kind of a thing.